everyone. So excited to have you. This is our second video of the Harvest Internship series, and we have our very own Fernando from SOS US headquarters. So excited to have you. And today we're going to be talking about in-action training.
Yes, thank you, Courtney, so much. It's an honor to be with you today. Hello, everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Fernando. I'm the director and co-evangelist for SOS Adventure. We are super excited about this Holy Spirit authored idea and program that we've started, and now you have the opportunity to join. Very soon, we are starting our Harvest Internship in Kenya. And really beyond Kenya, because we'll be traveling to many villages, unreached people groups, and nations. In-action training. Well, what do I have to say about in-action training? There is so much. Let me just say, you are going on the greatest faith adventure of your life. You're going to go from city to city, nation to nation, village to village, and in action, in movement, and much like our Jesus went from city to city, village to village, preaching the gospel, you are going to be doing the same. And these are different cultures, different languages, and different ways in which you would challenge all of us on how to preach the gospel to them. From a highly dominated Muslim town to a Maasai people group or the Samburu people group. There's just a lot of diversity there. And just in that, we are going to learn tons. I guess, Courtney, the second thing about in-action training is that you have a variety of platforms that God has really given to us in Africa, which you will be able to join to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. Diverse platforms to preach the gospel. What do I mean by that? We are going to have normal, ordinary 101 evangelism, but we will also be in universities. We will be in hospitals. We will have an opportunity to preach to a tribe in the jungle somewhere. But we will also be in the capital cities of Africa that is just as urbanized in any city you listening are probably, have experienced. And so the platforms are many. One of the stories that I have, just to kind of paint a picture of this in-action training, is an opportunity I had in Kigali, Rwanda, some years back. I was asked to go to the radio station to promote the festival for 3 minutes. We were having a mega festival in Kigali, Rwanda, and they wanted us to promote it and talk about it. They told me I had 3 minutes, so I went. And I had in my mind my bullet points prepared for that 3-minute moment. And just a minute, Courtney, before I was about to speak live, the producer comes and says to me, Fernando, you have, I think, 50 minutes to preach the gospel. Preach the best message you have. And just so you know, this radio station has an audience of about 16 million people in half a dozen different countries. And so I remember going, yeah, be prepared in season and out of season. But this was an in-action training moment for me, right? Where I had to get there and just be ready to preach the gospel. And I did just that. I left there a stronger preacher because the Holy Spirit met me in that experience so beautifully. And I believe that's going to be the same for everyone that's going through this internship. They will be able to have a lot of in-action experience that will challenge them, but they will leave that challenge victorious with thousands of people who come to know Jesus, and obviously a better evangelist and a stronger preacher because of it.
Wow, what a powerful and beautiful story, and an awesome opportunity for this Harvest Internship.
Yes.
So I know that we will be starting the internship end of July. after it starts, the in-action training begins right away. Can you tell us a little bit about the festival?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're not wasting any time. We are making sure that you come, you put your bags down, and you will hand your microphone. And it's one of those. You might not even put your luggage down. We just might hand your microphone. You have your suitcase on the left, microphone on the right, and you will begin preaching the gospel. Now, we will make sure that we are training you for it and getting you ready. But it's going to be an amazing festival that you already have the privilege of experiencing and also be a part of. You'll be praying for the sick, you'll be casting out demons, and your faith is going to grow just in that week. We are in a Muslim dominated city in Tanga, northeast of Tanzania, and we've been mobilized in that city now for almost a year. We will do a mega festival there, but you already be in churches, you already be on top of a bus preaching, and that will really get you ready and in that mood to begin the Harvest Internship immediately after that. So you fly from Tonga straight to your classroom, and that's how your adventure will begin.
I love that. Just jump right in.
Exactly.
So I know you mentioned preaching in hospitals, schools, universities, and a lot of that ties into the 7 gates of influence. So whenever we go to a city, we always focus on these. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Sure. We use this 7 gates strategy for prayer as we are beginning to make sort of plow the ground, so to speak, of a city. As we begin to mobilize and plan a festival in a particular town, we use the 7 gate prayer strategy, which basically is the 7 mountains or 7 pillars. Some people call it differently, but there's these 7 areas of influence of a city. That's media, it is education, religion, government, health, and so on. And we want to target those in prayer so that every gate is open and every principality is kind of bound and removed from that gate so that we can penetrate it with the gospel message. And so you will be going to every sphere of influence and every one of those platforms to preach the gospel throughout the time that you are with us. So, for example, if government is the sphere of influence that we are targeting that day, then you might be ministering to prisoners, to the military, to police officers, and we'll be able to mobilize some of these groups as we minister to them and therefore influence a city through these gates and through these platforms that so is such a big part and a fiber of a city. If it's religion, you will go to churches and you will go in front of mosques and synagogues and really penetrate that religion. If it's health, you'll be at hospitals and you'll be talking to nurses and doctors and so on. So there are a lot of strategy behind what we do. But more than anything, I think you will have a lot of experience. By the end of the program, you will have preached in every platform imaginable, and you will have a lot of miles, whether by car, by rail, by boat, by air. You will have a lot of miles in your history because you'll be traveling from town to town, village to village, preaching the gospel and getting that kind of experience. And through those experiences, we are also going to be pausing, Courtney, and having classes on the move. So we'll be under a mango tree, dissecting what experience you just had, so that all that you learn, some of the mistakes you've made, or some of the victories that you've had, that in community and together we'll be dissecting, talking through some of those, so that it marks you forever and you become therefore a better preacher of the gospel, evangelist, minister, and so on. So super excited for that piece of our program.
All right, Fernando, thanks so much for all the information. And we're so excited for the Harvest Internship.
It's my honor. Sign up. You will never be the same. And thousands of people and families will come together, will be released from their prison because you said yes to come with us on this internship, on this faith adventure through the wild frontiers of Africa. God bless you.